It's Eric Bakker, thanks for coming back. Gut retreats. What the hell is a gut retreat? It sounds a bit weird, doesn't it? So the question is, Eric, do you recommend the gut retreats? Are they any good? There's a question posed to me by a subscriber a while ago now. And the person also put a link on there for me to have a look at this particular resort. And it's basically just a health retreat where people go to with diabetes or heart disease. You know, people go there with cancers or chronic illnesses to try and recover. I find this pretty weird idea, to be honest. You know, why don't people really get involved in their health before they fall over the cliff, instead of waiting for the wheels to fall off and then they go to the mechanic to see if they can get the wheels put back on? So diabetes, for example, is a disease of modern civilization. If we look at nearly every single country that's not Western, where people live still indigenous lifestyle, there is no diabetes. There's rarely heart disease and there's virtually no cancer. So those three illnesses are really created by the way we think, by the way we live, by the way we eat. So going on a gut retreat is a pretty dumb idea, I believe. If you've got a chronic illness, something like multiple sclerosis, for example, or you've got a condition where you want a lot of emotional support and to get good ideas on how to cook and eat, there are specific types of retreats set up around the world for people like that. But to go into a place when you're really sick to try and recover often is a waste of time for most people, because they're not really going to make those changes long term when they get back home. They do a quick 2 or 3 week course at some type of a health resort. They come back home and then they're back, often straight back into their normal lifestyle again. So it's not really a fantastic idea, I believe. However, if you go to a medically supervised retreat, and some of them do exist, for example, if you've got inflammatory bowel disease and it's out of control, there are various resorts around the world where you can go to with a doctor and a bit of a hospital presence there, and a chef and exercise program. That's not a bad idea, but that's not what I'm talking about. The retreats I'm talking about are more places where you go, where you spend thousands of dollars or pounds or whatever currency you're using, and you go back home and you're back into what you were doing that contributed often to the problem in the first place. So unless you make these changes long term at home yourself, in terms of eating well, exercising, relaxing properly, and all the things we speak about on this channel, unless you're doing those things regularly, you're likely wasting your time going to a retreat. So get your lifestyle in order first. Get your diet sorted. Once you've been doing that for a while, a retreat is often a good idea then, just to tighten things up. But it's not a good idea to go from a 0 to 100 in 60 seconds, if you get what I mean. Thanks for the question.